Chapel Hill to Pasadena, it crackles down our spines. Tradition, tension, roars that remind our rivals they're not in Kansas anymore. It's electric. It shocks our nerves and ignites a place where the ground shakes. But our pride doesn't. Where our coach, scheme, playbook, and character are unlike any other. There's something in the air. It builds us up, breaks them down, and gives the stadium a pulse built on pride.
They do this. Yeah. Oh, this one. Oh. Alright, so that's good. That's good. That's stupid, bro.
welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Discards him with the stiff arm. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. This is what we expect. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Volunteers will kick it away to start. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's got great speed. He's run out of bounds at the...
Entering settings screen, you have 29. Menu narration option is set to off. Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
And he was oh so close to breaking that return. Dropping back, it's Manning. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lockett. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quarterback extends the play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Manning. He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
playing at home, that's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. End off from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. With the catch, it's Staley. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. The Vols have a first down.
And how about the confidence? This coach is very confident. 4th down, backed up in my territory, inside my 20, and you go for it? Wow, you better get it, and you did here. So great coaching.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Gives it on the option. Thrust that arm out. He has the first and still on his feet. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got a first down here to open the period. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Give to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Grab near the marker, it's Matthews. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got it in the middle. It's Staley. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. On the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun to give, looking for room. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So the offense will go for it around midfield. On On 4th down, trying to find his man. Under fire. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Grabbed over the middle, it's Matthews. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Leaves it with the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
It's a really good decision by the QB there. 3rd and short in the red zone. You know he was tempted, though, to try to force that football into a tight window. You want to move the sticks. You want to score a touchdown. But because you throw it away, you still have that opportunity if head coach decides to go for it here on 4th.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? DB's right up on the receivers. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. It's Manning. Here comes the heat. He wants it all. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. He leaves it with his back. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. And the Vols will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. Got enough for the first down. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Volunteers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. It's him in stride inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be... at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got the first down and more. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll run for it on third and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the Longhorns will snap it on first and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Punt is in the air on fourth down. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Pocket breaking down. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Fights off a defender. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at.
Welcome to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the American, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that. At the 22. offense in a bunch formation. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
2nd down coming up. From the gun, the running back has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only do they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch, it's Evans. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. North Texas in the hurry-up.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes a grab, past the marker. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mean Green. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down and more. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Dances away. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. LSU right back to the line. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Pressure coming. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Bulldozes his way through. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the option. Now the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that one.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Caught in the backfield, it's Evans. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Fires one high and deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. North Texas in the hurry up. On fourth down, going to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Johnson looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They'll go with a quick touch pass. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. They need something that goes forward this time on second and long from the 14. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, better look out. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Durham. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Back to pass on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab outside. It's Durham. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner is stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on third. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Here comes the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Coleman. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Now, 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Extending the play. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. North Texas in the hurry up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Might be looking to run. Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll give it to him again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Now he's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. North Texas really has it going on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Back open in the middle. The offense coughs it up. And in for the score. What a turn as they take the lead.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback running on the draw. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Quick pass on the jet motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Johnson wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Throws to the wideout. He's got it, first down and more. There he goes. He's at the 10, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. He's out of bounds. Picked up the first down, but more important, only 15 seconds left.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Williams. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on second and short. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. So here comes our first play of overtime. The give to the back. Finds a little space. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. Johnson looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! And they score first here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incomplete.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop after the catch, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 10. 1st and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, North Texas. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Now, first down here in the 2nd overtime. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air on 2nd down. Complete. They make the stop after the catch, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 10.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Quarterback making adjustments. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a little work to do here on 3rd and goal in overtime. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. If he houses this, it's ball game. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Rides to back and leads it. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, a lot of space. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
They must protect the football here. They're already well within range of a game-winning field goal attempt. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They're already in position for a potential game-winning field goal here on 1st and goal in overtime. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They must protect the football here. They're already well within range of a game-winning field goal attempt. Johnson wants to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The Tigers want to move quickly. Foxtrot trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
3rd and goal. Any score wins it. They must take care of the ball. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, the good news is it was an unbelievable diving catch and a great individual effort. The bad news is he didn't gain a lot of yards, didn't pick up a first down. I hate to say it, but it was almost all for naught.
That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that's just not the possession they wanted, man. They just struggled. They couldn't put anything together. They forced the field goal unit on, and then he misses. Now, all the other side needs is a field goal. They get a field goal, and this game's over.
So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward. The play action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. They got it done with the 2, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime. Now they'll have to respond with a 2 of their own. Let's go. They'll go to the air. Steps away to find some room. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that 2-point conversion bag really is. Looking to throw. They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Tremendous execution to get the 2, and now they turn up the heat.
LSU, 27, North Texas, 25.
So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Evans. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Wants to go up top. If he runs this back, this game's over. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. They broke serve, now a chance to win it with a two-point conversion. Johnson wants to throw it. Rushes on him. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the two, and we'll play another overtime. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. From the gun. Here's a heat. They got it done with the two, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime.
LSU 29, North Texas 27.
Now they'll have to respond with a two of their own. The snap sets up to throw. They are denied. The two-point try is stopped, and a game-winning play by this defense in overtime. The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this, they come down to the wire. You got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost rather get blown out or this game decided in regulation. Just very frustrating to lose a game, especially like this in OT.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes second and third. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Powers through the defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Here's the pressure. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
It's a reverse. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful. When you've got receivers with the speed that guy has, you really need to play with good eye discipline and know where the ball is at all times. Because if he outflanks you, he can take it to the distance.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Kansas State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. return, and that's how this period will come to an end.
Kansas City, 0.
So first down here as they go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry up. Using his legs, it's Peoples. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Peoples. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Here's the handoff. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll run it from the gun. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. And the Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Got some room in to the goal line. Finally dragged down. He picked up the first down and set him up with a goal-to-go situation. Trying to run it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson looking to throw. Going over the top. Makes the grab down the left side. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones. He deserves some more looks.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Using his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. You need more of that physicality in the second half.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants to go deep. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and go, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Buckeyes will have it first and 10. The run from the shotgun. Picks up the first down. He's loose. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Waning seconds in the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take it.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Keeps looking downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Looking for room, it's Peoples. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Breaks the tackle. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
You've got to be able to gang tackle this guy. We see it every week. He makes people miss, and you just saw it on that last play. He's unbelievable in the open field. He can cut on a dime, and with that run, he's got this offense now set up down close to the goal line.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Skips away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's Brown. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
16, Kansas City, 14.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Smith. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
To the air, it's Sayin. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Peoples. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. It's a running room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Mustangs will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Wide open downfield. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Big fella showing some ability, got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Finds Zach Freese, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Under fire. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe...
Unleashes one deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Back to pass, it's Manning. He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
The DBs will back off a bit. Under fire. They're working that left side. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Power football with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to swing it on second down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Brinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. First play of the period will be a second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this open. Going for it all. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. leaves it with the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The inside handoff. Makes him talk to the hand. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hudson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They'll rush to the line, clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man, it's Brinson. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that's when the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Looking to throw again. Trying to burn this defensive back. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Manning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He makes a grab. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. They're looking to throw on second and short. Got it in the middle, it's Knight. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Here comes the heat. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7. Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. He'll do it himself on the draw. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Second down, they'll go to the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
He slides that just inside the right upright. Are forced to settle for 3. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Harden. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
On the screen. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. And first down for the offense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. On the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option.
There he goes! Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Caught close to the marker, it's Harden. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. This quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Mustangs. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Finds his tight end. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Jennings. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And his passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Pocket breaking down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game, you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Jennings. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Nice job by the D, playing the pass first. QB scrambles. It's the fourth quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. Thank you. I didn't even have to waste a timeout. Nice job by the D.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got his man. Turning on the Jets. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Wide open spaces. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Defense might bring the house here. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Jennings. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And the Longhorns get enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. That's caught. It's Moore. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.